The base model Power Wagon is cheaper than dirt cheap. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Rams website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. If you have any questions, by the way, just ask for Brad. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic. It produces 405 horsepower and then 429 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. 2500 heavy duty badge there on the side, and you can see how the hood raises up towards the center. We've got these nice LED lights with this, even the base model, right? Fog lights, parking sensors, we've got recovery points and a winch from the factory. So other than not having a 360 camera, this actually has a loaded up front end. 285 by 70 by 17 is the tire and wheel setup. You can see the wheels are completely blacked out. This comes with Bilstein shocks. The Power Wagon's also lifted compared to a regular HD. Got these beefier fender flares, and you can see the fixed side steps. And then the truck is coil sprung in the rear, again Bilstein shocks. Here's your side profile. You can see the stance front to rear, pretty level. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, Ram logo there at the bottom, and then a Ram logo on the back. Now, something to mention, the tailgate is not dampened, so you can play catch with it, I suppose. Anyways, we've got an outlet here in the bed. We also have LED bed lights. This has bed liner already from the factory, and this will build up your biceps just a little bit. We do have the baseline taillights here in the back. We also have parking sensors there. Pretty rugged looking bumper too. That will cap things off for the exterior of this Power Wagon. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's check out the interior. Now the door panel's gonna be more baseline with the trim. You can see there's a little bit of storage at the bottom. And then look at these seats. You've got nice stitching all down the sides and got nice cloth trim in the center too. Legroom in the back is pretty good. No ice buckets with this. And then the seat is completely connected, so no split or anything with that. And then it looks like we do get some vents in the rear. Let's now check out the front. Now this just has the regular trailer mirrors. It's manual with the extension and everything. And then the front windows though are actually automatic. More basic trim on the front door panel. $14.97 for the payload capacity. More cloth trim here on the seats. They are manual with the adjustment. Now when it comes to the steering wheel, it's a little bit more basic with the trim, but we do have stuff like adaptive cruise control, your gear limiter function. No radio controls in the back, but there is a column shifter. And then you do have some controls for the center stack. Mostly analog gauges with that center stack that you can look at, but you do have a screen which you can change information that's displayed there. Backup camera in reverse, kind of expected, right? Now all the Rams have the bigger screen, and there's an even bigger screen, which is crazy. But yeah, analog controls for the climate on either side, radio controls as well. And then at the bottom, you've got stuff for the trailer brake controls. You can see for stability, tow haul, parking sensors as well. And the screen itself, dual zone climate by the way, is pretty quick to respond. It does take a second sometimes for the pages to load up, but it gets the job done. Now this is the exciting stuff. We have diff locks for the front and the rear. We also have a sway bar disconnect, just like a Wrangler Rubicon. Part-time four-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case, and it also has off-road cruise. Got some USB ports on the one side, outlet there on the other, and then we have the bench seat set up here, so storage on top with USB. And then it turns into a seat. There's no storage on the bottom, but there is storage above the glove box. And then finally, this has a power sliding rear window. I searched far and wide for the window sticker and can't find it. So anyways, I think this is somewhere in the $60,000 range for the Tradesman Power Wagon. Let's see how it performs. Good to be in a real truck. Basic, but capable. There's actually another one, it looks like. The silver looks really good in the Power Wagon. Ram's silver has a lot of metallic flake in the paint. And yeah, it's just a good looking color, you know? It's just a good looking color. This is always my favorite version of the Power Wagon to review. Now, one downside about the newest Tradesman is they don't have the on-the-floor shifter anymore. And I don't think that Ram realizes like how much people love that, right? The simplicity of it, but also just the engagement. I mean, like, they've kept that, you know, on the Jeep side of things, the Wrangler, they've kept the on-the-floor shifter for years because Jeep people are like, this is what we want. We want simplistic, and we want to feel like we're actually doing something. Yeah, they took it away in the Power Wagon, it looks like. Because I haven't seen an on-the-floor shifter for years. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I will say, through the parking lot, it seems to be pretty comfortable so far. Actually getting up and moving now. Not too bad. Yeah, the seats are pretty comfortable. The cloth seats, I mean, the bolsters on the side are pretty firm, which is nice because it creates a nice little, I guess, barrier. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, overall, I mean, the padding and everything, I mean, it's pretty comfortable. I don't think this has acoustic glass. Yeah, no. Just regular windows. And the Tradesman. Still decently insulated. But you do get to hear a little bit more, so I guess it's kind of more engaging for the driver. V8's very smooth. Yeah, and the 8-speed helps out quite a bit too. Tons of torque. Tons and tons of torque. That sounds good too. The back end still does a little bit of bouncing. Again, this is solid axle front and rear. So it's going to do that a little bit, even though it's coil sprung front and rear. Tradesman Power Wagon. I mean, I've said in the past, I think this is the best Power Wagon because, you know, the loaded up ones, don't get me wrong, the bells and whistles are nice, but you're paying for them. You are paying for them. I mean, you know, loaded up Power Wagons are over $80,000. That is so much money, especially for an off-road truck, right? I mean, are you going to use the Power Wagon for what's intended to be used for? It's kind of painful to do that with a vehicle that's over $80,000 for the average Joe. I mean, spending over $80,000 for the average Joe is already crazy, and then taking it out and beating it up is also insane, you know? So this base model is not the cheapest thing on the planet, but for the capability this provides, the performance with the V8 and everything, I mean, it's, and being a triple locked vehicle, right, it's pretty darn solid. I mean, this is the least expensive way, other than a, let's see, in a pickup truck, no, I guess there's the Ranger Raptor. But I mean, definitely in a full-size pickup truck, this is the only one with triple lock setup. And it's one of the least expensive ways to get a front locker. And you get the benefit of having, again, an HD. So, all of my opinions still stand on the fact that Power Wagon needs more payload, it needs a diesel option. All of that still stands. But I will concede, the Tradesman Power Wagon is really cool, and I do think that this is the sweet spot to go for in the Power Wagon lineup, because I think that it provides, like I said, lots of utility at a much more reasonable price point.